In this video, I want to share with you guys a staple brush here that I use on my tires that I keep with me at all times that I think is kind of just a fundamental of detailing. What's going on, and welcome back to the Wilson Auto Detailing community. If you're new here and you love everything auto detailing, then definitely consider subscribing. So this is my Max Shine long handled. I believe they have it labeled on Amazon as an upholstery brush, but the nylon bristles here are super stiff and they end up working really well for tires. Now what I want to explain here is, do all tires need to be scrubbed? No, they don't. Do some tires need to be scrubbed? Yes, they do. In this case, I'm gonna actually clean this tire without any water whatsoever. I'm just gonna be using my brush, a microfiber towel, and my Extra Tough cleaner here. There will be more videos coming out about Extra Tough. I'm actually working a deal with them right now, trying to figure out my involvement in their business, and so before we get that figured out, I'm not putting out any more videos for them, but I'm actually going down there this week to figure all that stuff out. So that's beside the point. Point of this video is I want to explain this brush and talk about why I love it. So hopefully you guys can see this tire. I think it's in good lighting now. Many of you guys who are maybe beginning in the detailing world are asking the question, how do I clean tires properly? Because every time I clean them, I feel like they're not really clean, or I feel like there's this brown grunge. So one thing I do want to emphasize here is, most tires nowadays, the rubber has manufactured into it something called anti-ozonant. When you use a degreaser or cleaner, generally of any kind, like an alkaline cleaner, on these tire sidewalls, you will wash it off. It'll look really black when it's wet, but when it dries, it might have a brown film. Now, the problem is, unless you've been detailing for a while, it's difficult for me to explain the difference in the look of the anti-ozonant and dirt, because sometimes it's hard to tell the difference unless you've seen a bunch of it. You wouldn't really know. My suggestion is clean a tire, scrub it down twice, and then just go ahead and dress it. But maybe don't, 2 to 3 times of scrubbing is probably the max I would do. I'm only gonna do 1 here. But you guys see that in tires, and you probably know, in tires, there's all these tiny little designs and divots and rivets that are very hard to get into when you're cleaning. And I have a pressure washer, so I might use a pressure washer, but if you don't, you're just using a brush, it can be difficult to get in these grooves and clean them out like they're supposed to be cleaned. And that's where I say a brush like this comes as a staple. Like, that's why I call it a staple or a fundamental or a necessity brush. Because number one, it's super small, which means it's not gonna bang the paint when I'm cleaning. I can clean and I'm not gonna be scratching the paint, okay? Ton of these tire brushes are freaking huge, and I'm like, how do you clean a sidewall of a tire without hitting the paint? It's just dangerous. Number two, it's got a handle on it like this where it's ergonomically easy for me to use, okay? Like, it's easy for me to get up in here, all right? Now, disclaimer real fast. I don't always use a brush. Again, I'm just saying when I do use a brush, I like to use this one by Max Shine, okay? Yes, I work with Max Shine. Yes, I partner with Max Shine. I like their company. I filter through their products, the ones that I like, and I show them on my channel, just like this one, all right? So what I'm gonna do is spray my, this is Extra Tough Cleaner, and if you haven't seen that video, you might wanna check that out on the channel. This is diluted something like 30 to 1, all right? So you see it's super dilutable. And I'll actually even take my brush and I'll spray my cleaner on my brush. And I'll take it, and first I just want to address the general part of the sidewall. So just the general kind of side here. And you see I can scrub it anyway, side to side. I can move it like this. I can go up and down. So that's just another big plus of this brush. And that's kind of why I'm saying I like it so much, because again, it's so ergonomically easy to use, all right? So I scrub the tire, and I can get in this little lip between the wheel and the tire. Again, in my world, good enough is not good enough. I want perfection. That's what my clients are paying for, and that's what I charge for as far as perfection goes. So I can get in this tiny little lip and clean that out, all right? Then, if I want to, I can go ahead and wipe off that first kind of round of cleaner, just like this, and I'm being general with it right now, okay? Then I can spray again, and this time I can be more detailed, right? And again, I'm not using water. Like, this is such a simple strategy. And I can go up and down and go with the gradient of the grooves. So if the grooves are going this way, I go with the gradient of the grooves and I get all that dirt out. The tread right here, I can get up in, like literally inside the wheel well here, and I'm not going to hurt anything. And again, it's very easy. I'm not cutting up my hands because of the handle. So I can clean just like this. All right, you guys get my point. But again, the point here is the ergonomics of the brush. And of course the bristles are super stiff. I've been using it for a long time. The bristles are still pointed straight out. That's just a good sign of a brush, one that you can use a ton and it's not gonna, the bristles aren't gonna start to bend. But again, I go with the gradient, just like this. I get all that dirt up, just like this. Get in the tread, all right? And then take my microfiber towel, fold it over, go like this. All right. And sometimes I'll take a water bottle full, or not a water bottle, a spray bottle full of just hose water, and I can just kind of rinse it out. But point being is this tire is dry, and let me take you guys in so you can see the results here. Bam, this is a tire sidewall that is ready to be dressed. I mean, it's just matte black, right? That's the color I'm looking for when I'm trying to dress a tire. I literally did not even use water. Again, this brush is just going to get into all those divots so I don't have a non-uniform appearance. Because oftentimes in the detailing world, you'll have this tire that you worked really hard on, and then you have this non-uniform appearance because the dirt is still in these divots, right? And so it's really frustrating. But here you guys see this tire is totally clean, dressed, and now it's just gonna dry. And I did that with no water and just a simple brush that I use and keep with me for situations like this. So if you guys wanna check out this brush, some degreasers that I use to degrease tires, or the Stoner car care dressing that I use, definitely check out all these links in the YouTube description box below. There'll be Amazon links. If you use my links, like I say always, it gives this channel a small commission, but it helps this channel stay alive so I can keep putting out content just like this all the time. So this is a fundamental, necessary brush that I keep with me all the time. In the detailing world, you just need a lot of brushes, okay? There's just so many different cracks and crevices of a car. You need a different brush. It has the power to literally change everything for you. So get a good brush. It's just a good idea. But apart from that, if you're new to the Wilson Auto Detailing community, consider subscribing. And as always, from Luke here at Wilson Auto Detailing, keep working hard, and I will see you guys in the next video.